This is the solution to number 63 from section 2.6 on composition of functions. So we're told that we're paid an annual salary plus a bonus of 3% of our sales over $500,000. And we're asked to consider two different functions, f of x and g of x, which are given here. F of x is x minus $500,000, and g of x is 0.03x. And we're asked to consider whether f of g of x or g of f of x represents our bonus. So the bonus is 3% of sales over $500,000. So we need to remember that. So first, let us try to figure out what f of g of x is and g of f of x. So f of g of x is going to be f of the g of x function is 0.03x. So that means everywhere in the f function that we see in x, we're going to substitute 0.03x. So if we continue on here, we're going to get x is now going to be 0.03x. And then we're going to do minus 500,000. So that is f of g of x. Next, let's go ahead and do g of f of x. F of x is x minus 500,000. And that means everywhere in the in the g function that we see x, we're going to substitute in x minus 500,000. So that's going to give us 0.03 times x minus 500,000. Now we need to interpret these two expressions. So we want the bonus, which is going to be 3% of sales over $500,000. So if x is the total sales, then x minus 500,000 represents sales over $500,000. And if we multiply that by 0.03, this is 3%. So if we multiply 0.03 times the quantity x minus 500,000, that's going to represent the bonus. So g of f of x represents the bonus.